It's not the way to tackle climate change, but in order to reach the 1.5 degree target, we need to get negative emissions. So therefore, it is necessary to find ways to reduce emissions. So then carbon offsetting is one way to do that. Also in the Swedish climate mitigation targets, the target is to have zero net emission by 2045, and to do that you would need to use negative emissions either from bio-CCS or from emissions trading or from increased carbon storage. So there is definitely a need to use that as a way to reach our targets. From a consumption perspective, we need to reduce our emissions from the food we consume, and that also includes the imported food. So we need to look at the imported emissions and how to reduce the emissions from consumption. If you then look at the more of a global perspective, if you take developing countries, then there is many of the measures that lead to a decrease in emissions are also measures for increased adaptation or increased profit. So you have, if you increase productivity, for example, you get reduced emissions per kilogram product, and if you take agroforestry, for example, in many countries, you would both get adaptation benefits as well as increased production, as well as an increased mitigation potential. So there are win-win solutions when you talk about developing countries when it comes to mitigation adaptation.